everybody, it's Alex and Spencer here with Arbeit Software. Welcome to the very first episode of Debt Collection 101.
Very energetic introduction.
Thank you, Alex. Got to keep the people, awake.
So, Debt Collection 101 on Arbeit U.
Arbeit U, yes.
I'm sure everybody's curious of what this is. So,
I would imagine so. It's the first episode.
Yeah. So, Arbeit Software, we decided to start this little knowledge base for basically our customers and anyone in the debt collection space. As a vendor, we have a unique vantage point, I think, on the industry because we get to go to all these events. I don't even know, 20 a year,
once a month
a year.
At least. Yeah,
we're talking. We get to talk to every different type of agency, and so I believe that we get like this
insider information.
Yeah, we get insider information that maybe most agency owners don't get because they're not at all the events that we go. Like they're not at as many events that we are at. And then they don't get to obviously talk to this many different types of agencies. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to basically bring that viewpoint and that vantage point to you people watching.
So here's what we did actually. We recently attended the ACA International in lovely Seattle, Washington, and we actually interviewed people who were there. So we have a couple interviews for you. We're gonna roll that clip. Our lovely Ashley filmed those people. So we're gonna go ahead and roll that clip and watch and learn.
Hey everyone, I'm here with
Robert Thompson.
Cool, and what company do you work for?
I work for Arbeit Solutions in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Great. And I'm going to ask you a question. He's actually the compliance manager here.
Officer.
So the question is, what is your opinion on the FDCPA case where debt buyers do not qualify for the FDCPA laws?
That's a great question. As a debt buyer in Florida, we look at that and we saw the Supreme Court ruling come out of the Santander case, and we're very interested in seeing how the Supreme Court is kind of saying these aren't debt collectors, these are creditors because they buy the debt, they own the debt, they're collecting on the debt that they own, so that makes them like a first-party creditor. So there's probably going to be a lot of litigation that follows up with that, back and forth. It'll probably end up in D.C. appeals court where everything ends up before it hits Supreme. And we're interested to see what the result of that is. If we see a more favorable result and we see a lot more response coming in from agencies, amicus briefs, anything like that that's going to supplement what's already been provided, we might see a more positive response come out of that that'll show like debt buyers are being unfairly held to standards that collection agencies are being held to. And if we can get to that point, then we'll see a wave that'll kind of come over the entire industry as it relates to companies that buy and collect on their own debt. We have agencies that we work directly that buy debt from us. They'll try and collect on it. And because of that, they would be directly affected also. It's not that we don't want to abide by the FDCPA, but we want to make sure that if we are going to abide by regulations, that we're abiding by the regulations that we're being held to that are appropriate for the type of business that we run.
Nice. Well, great. That's awesome information. Thank you so much for letting us know.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, we're here with Brian. He actually uses Arbeit Click, so I'm just going to ask him how he likes it. Anything in specific that you really like about our product?
One big thing is it really keeps collectors focused. They can't really deviate from what they're doing when they're on the Click system. So the number of calls it's been generating, and I think when we tested the other day, we had one collector do almost 100 calls in an hour and a half or something. So, and instead of scrolling the internet and doing all these other things, Click really keeps them engaged, and obviously it's compliant. So that's the biggest issue for us.
All right, well, thank you so much, Brian.
You're welcome.
So that's what you can expect from Debt Collection 101 on Arbeit U.
So if you're interested, tune in next Thursday, same time, same place, noon, 12 o'clock Thursdays, Eastern Standard Time, to hear our next episode on the TCPA and specifically the 3-second pause and how that gets you sued.
If you like this, subscribe below. Thanks.
See you next time.